Yeah. All right, cool. This is how we're gonna this is how we're gonna do DTF printing with these brother GTX printers. You definitely okay, so you want to start, make sure you have enough film in all the trays of your printers that you're going to be working on. Now you see we also have all these printers that we can use, but you want to make sure that you're maximizing your effort. So focus on the printers that are closest to the dryer and the closest to the shaker first. Never just start by staging yourself out across all these printers. Okay, we don't work that way, right? So we're going to start by just scanning one piece on each machine. All right, so the first three only. All right, your scanned piece is right up there, and you see it says converted. So then I'm going to hit that button that says send. I'm going to center my film, hit print, send. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to lay it up there and get back to it in a second, real quick. I'm going to center it, hit send. I'm going to hit send. Okay. All right. So now I've already powdered. I'm going to take it and just sit it on the table right quick. Okay. We're going to get this in here. I'm going to go like this. And then real quick, I'm like that. We're not wasting time. All right. We're going to get these films in here. I'm leaving that one in there. Now I'm going to start addressing the others. Right. So with very delicate, learn how to hold them and do this with two hands. Like this. Get the next one in. Powder. Take my next one. One hand. You need to be aware of how you're holding the film and make sure you're not touching the ink. You need to be paying attention to the film and notice that if you have excess powder, shake it again or shake it off with your hand. All right. All right. So now I'm going to take the shirts that I just finished scanning. And I'm gonna go ahead and just throw a few of these. Don't stack too many at once. That's about good. All right. Now we're gonna scan the next rounds of shirts. All right. I'm gonna take this one off, put it up here. I'm looking up there to see if it says converted. It says pending. All right, now it says converted. So now I'm gonna hit send. I can't hit the green button yet, so I'm gonna move on to the next. I'm gonna scan. I'm gonna get my next film centered. It says converted. Hit the green button. Hit the green button on this one. Come over here. There we go. Okay. So now I can go to another printer. Hmm. Okay. Converted. Send. There we go. Okay. Now I can start scanning more. Scan, scan, scan. And it says no barcode found for that one. So we need to put that over here and address that in a moment. All right, so we're going to hit OK. There we go. All right, so we're going to hit send. Take this and put it up here. There we go. It says 000. Go. All right, powder. So when you're powdering, you need to make sure you see the powder go over the print. Okay, like that, and then very quickly, you powder and then you immediately shake. Do not waste. Yeah, I'm not pushing these into the oven too. That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna hit send. I'm gonna take this one. I'm just gonna throw it in here real quick, get it out of my way. Notice how I use both hands while I work. Okay, I'm always using both hands. You never work in a way where you're pausing and thinking about what you're doing. You're moving because there's just an order to it and it works. So, okay, I'm gonna put that right there. Send. There we go. All right, that one's auto cleaning. Now I can scan some more. So I'll go ahead and scan another piece here. I'm also just going to take some of these pieces and I'm going to put them in the oven. Just going to spread them out and throw them in there. Okay. Again, I can kind of push it up if I want to push it up in there. All right. Also notice I'm always looking up at this screen to just make sure I didn't trip the height sensor. Okay. All right. This one's good. Hit send. Okay. Now, what is extremely important is knowing that there's an order to things. There's an order to how we're working, and I never stop moving. I'm never going to sit and just think about what my next step is. I'm never just kind of like looking and thinking, okay? I'm moving. I stay moving. All right. I have nothing scanned on this one. Scans. I'm gonna put it up here. Get my next one here. Looks like there we go. All right. I'm gonna move on to this one. Cool. Print. Send. Print. What's that one doing? It's good. Okay. So just like that. I'm going to show you how not to powder. So you see how I'm powdering. Let me show you how not to. So if you get it in here, you go like this. Oh, I wasn't even able to do it that way. You don't do it like this and then like this. No, that's not how we operate. That is not how we operate here. Okay. So I'll show you how to do this. You can get it in here, you center it, you go like this, and you immediately go down. All right. Then get the next one on. If you're waiting on the machine, then walk away. Move on to something else. There's always something else you could be doing. So you don't need to worry. Just do not stand and wait for the printer to be ready for you to hit the green button. You just keep moving. All right. So I need to scan. So we're going to scan. Up says no new files found for that piece. So let me set that right there. But look, I also want to point out, I'm looking at it and it says rush. So that means as soon as I see Walter or Amanda or someone, I need to get that figured out. This one's also, okay, this one's good. All right. I'm just going to get this out of here. If something throws you off sometimes, something can throw you off. Like, right, what just happened to me is I got a little bit thrown off. So I kind of started to slow down. Don't let yourself get into that state. Keep pushing. Okay. Like I said, if something throws you off, You have to get back in the zone. You have to get back in the groove of staying in the order. All right. There we go. All right. Need to scan. So you notice I'm constantly looking up in that top corner to make sure that I do have pieces ready to print. So as I approach everything, I'm constantly looking around and I'm looking in the top corners of the screens and I'm seeing if there's pieces up there. All right, so there we go. Print. Let me get this one out of the way. That was a bad move. I should have grabbed this one while I took the other one off. I just lost myself a couple seconds. All right. Now, I noticed the powder was missing right where my print is. So I'm going to take a look at it and see if I got enough powder on it. And this is important. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and switch the powder now. So we're going to turn this knob, put that up. See, that's empty. See how I'm doing things with two hands? We do things with two hands here. All right. I'm just going to like walk away from that, grab this one. I'm looking around as I have a second to look around to see where I'm at. All right. I'm going to grab a piece. I'm going to scan. Says no files found. This is the problem. We need to work on this. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to go ahead and keep moving is what I'm going to do. It says pending, so it's going to take a second for it to convert. I am not going to sit and stare at the computer while it's converting. I'm going to keep moving. Okay, there we go. All right, let's take a look at this. Are we good? Let's hit send. Am I printing on the right side of the film? All right, looks like we're good. All right, everything needs a scan now. Here we go. Now's a good time to take these, put them in the oven. Actually, just going to do one right now. That'll be fine. All right. Then, see, I'm very delicate. As I grab this, I make sure I'm not touching the ink on the barcode. I'm being very particular about how I place my hand on the film. All right. Next, if I need to place two films up here, that's fine. No big deal. All right. Am I doing the right side of the film? Receiving. There we go. Oops. There we go. There we go. All right. That one's good. They're all good. I'm going to put them like that. See, I'm actually pushing that film under that shirt a little bit too because there's no ink there. It's fine. Everything has to be done in the highest level of efficiency possible. There we go. Next, looking around, trying to see which one needs a scan. That one needs a scan. So I'm going to do that before I put this in the oven. That one was already scanned, but you can always scan it again. You'll see it doesn't exist. So that means we already did it. And that's great. All right, there we go. Go ahead and put this in there. It's also something I want to show with the way that I operate and the way I expect you to operate. You see how I went like this with one leg? Because I'm always thinking of how can I reduce the amount of steps. See, the way I step is I go wide. Everything's fast the way that I'm moving, and that's expected of you when you do anything in this job. Here we go. All right, send. Put that up here. Put this over here. There we go. All right. See, It's a nice little system here. It's working just fine. Now I curled that one up a little bit, but when I went to lay it down, so I'm gonna look at it and say, did I affect it at all? No, I didn't. So we're good. Throw it in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put this shirt in. These are just to make it easier to push them down the line. So it's not that important that you have the shirt. It can be however you need it to be to get it in there. All right. Okay. Send. I'm gonna put that right there. Looks like I didn't hit it. Send. All right. Grab the film. Okay. Like I said, I'm not waiting on the printers. It's okay if the printer sits there for a second idle. I mean, our goal is to keep them all printing, but it's okay. All right. See how I did that? I extended my body to allow myself to go faster. And it's good for your body to get that stretch and move yourself, move your whole body. It feels good. So get into it. If you're into it, you're gonna go faster. And then we're gonna love you for that. There you go. All right. Still got one up there. So I don't need to scan yet. There we go. Ooh. See how I'm holding that? I'm making sure that it doesn't fall back on itself. Let's say if you can't do it, then you probably can't do this job. There we go. Go ahead and just pop those on in there. Get them right up on each other. All right. I need a scan. There we go. All right. It says it's not in there. That's fine. Place that there. But we're almost done with this pile. There we go. Front and back. There we go. They say converted. Time to send. Bang. All right. Again, I was about to walk over to that one, but remember the rule: stay as hug this. Why walk over there when this one's ready? That's not efficient. That's you're working against yourself when you do things like that. You're losing time. You're wasting money because everything is money and everything's time. So you're wasting time if you make the decision to walk all the way over to that one when this one's basically ready to go, and you know that the amount of time it takes you to walk to it or just walk up to it, it'll be ready. So you don't have to walk all the way through the sprinter down here. All right, they're all going. Do I have anything need to scan? That one is all right. So it makes sense for me to scan this one right now. Kind of does, kind of doesn't. This one's got a front and a back. So I'm gonna need two films to get this one finished. All right, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Get them in there. Get the shirts in there. Ooh, this in there. Like that. It's good. All right. Okay. We're basically done here. So that's it.